Well, you can call it an origin story. Before Hiram Lodge became Riverdale's most feared and powerful citizen, he came from humble beginnings, but was not afraid to work his way to the top.
I'd like to work for you, sir.
Sure. Why is that?
Because you have two things I don't. Money and respect.
It's not respect, kid. It's fear. It's a big difference.
Well, then I want to be feared, too.
What's your name?
I'm Jaime Luna, sir.
I'm Vittorio Alto. My friends call me Vito. Your pop know you came to see me?
No, sir.
Oh, and that was just the beginning of his questionable career. Our next guest should be able to fill in the blanks. After all, he stars as young Hiram Lodge in tonight's special episode of the hit series Riverdale. Please welcome New York's very own Mark Consuelos.
Hey there. Thank you for having me.
Okay, let me be honest with you, Michael, because you're nice. There's really not an audience. I just screamed and pretended like there is. But you knew that already.
I was playing along.
I knew you were. I knew you were. Okay, so before we get to Hiram, you know who Maury Povich is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to you, your dad does not need Maury to tell him you are the father because you're practically twins. So, is it a lie? Like, this role was just meant to be.
Oh yeah, it was well, it was funny because I thought that being my dad's, we look like, I thought that would be my way in. But when I was auditioning for the role a couple years back, there was a billion people that looked just like my dad. So maybe Maury would need to sort that out.
No, for them.
But yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, right. I was pretty shocked. I thought that it would be easy, but I had a little bit of competition, actually.
But no, please. Knowing you, I've seen you act, you're fine. It was no competition because clearly you're the one we're talking to right now about this. So what's it like to be on set together with your dad? Does he stay in character? Do you have to call him Hiram, Mr. Lodge, or Dad?
Dad.
Okay.
But in the more intense scenes, we'll kind of stay in the zone. But if it was something a little more mellow, because there are some pretty intense scenes in this episode. We'd just be laughing in between takes, but yeah, we stay pretty in the zone, but we laugh a lot. It was really fun to work with my dad.
All right, so this is not your first time playing Hiram, as we just mentioned, but this time around we get to see how Hiram became Hiram.
Yeah, it was a real treat to do this episode. It was it's. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but I think Hiram's a great character, and I always wanted to know more about where he came from. And I think that a lot of people are really going to like this episode because he's kind of likable, I think, in a way.
Well, because the thing is, there's some villains, kind of sort of villains that are so good at playing their roles, and then you understand why they are the way they are. You start making excuses for them, and you like certain things about them. But we also get to see his early days with Hermione. How much of that do we get to see for this episode?
I'd say a good chunk. He's mostly it's a slow descent into villainy for him, and even when he does join up with the gangsters, he's still likable. He still thinks I'm still me. I'm still doing this for a good cause, and he's really dorky. I think Hiram in his early days is such a little nerd. And yeah, he stays true to himself for most of it up till the very end, I think.
All right, so I stay true to myself being a professional stalker. And being that I am, I know that you actually went to college for film and directing, and the acting wasn't even on the, an idea at all. So here's the deal, because I'm always thinking that I'd come up with this great plan. So now you can write, direct, and star in your own movie or TV series. What? Do you need a bodyguard, Michael?
I mean, that'd be pretty crazy if I did all that. I'll keep you in mind.
Oh, you keep saying that. You said that about your paycheck. Now you're saying that about this. I don't know.
I did. I don't know. I think we make a good team. But it was when I was in college, it was I went to school for directing and writing. But I was acting the whole time, kind of, because my friends would need actors for their movies, and I'd volunteer or they'd beg me sometimes. But it was always sort of on the back burner, and I realized sort of when I got out of school that I really, really, really felt a pull towards it, and I'm really grateful for this episode of Riverdale for giving me my first sort of big taste in it, and I'm looking for more.
Yeah, that makes you our family member because it airs right here on the CW. And I've gotten to chat with the Riverdale parents. So I've met your dad, Mark Consuelos, and I haven't met your mom, Kelly
Yes.
Ripa. I am working on that because professional stalker that I am on it. And they're TV royalty, those two, and since their days on All My Children. So what's the biggest lesson you've learned from them? Not just about acting, but about being in the limelight, because this is a completely different beast. Having to be right?
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, it's I think they were really good at you know, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but they taught me the importance of humility and, you know, being humble, and I think that that's a very really valuable traits to have, and I think I've kind of ingrained that in myself. So, you know, getting this attention for this episode, and I'm really, really grateful for it, and being able to talk to cool people and talk and share the adventure, and, you know, hopefully be charming while doing it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you are perfection. Your parents must be proud. I'm sure they're proud. We are proud. We cannot wait. We are happy to have you as our CW family member. And by the way, say hi to Lola and Joaquin for me. All right, tell them I said hi, because they know who I am. Ha, they don't. All right, Michael. Such a pleasure to meet you. Everyone, you can catch Riverdale tonight at 8 right here on PIX11. And you're going to get to check out Michael in all his awesomeness as Hiram Lodge. It's incredible.